Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, we decided to do a documentary on the Kilby Motel in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's known for its rapid drug use. Um, we didn't know what we were really getting into when we started this doc, and it kind of turned into a wild ride on poverty, mental health, and drugs here downtown in Las Cruces.
So we're just gonna walk around the property, get some film of everything, get some of our stock photos and things like that, and just see what we can pick up. Maybe we can get some interviews or something for later tonight. So we'll see what happens. If we're excited to check it out.
All the drugs here that go around, and like because they're on drugs, they do some crazy shit. Like I've experienced so many stuff. Yeah, like people walking around naked. Or like I remember this one guy, like he took down his pants and his ass cheeks were laying on the road. I had to like drag him off the road while his ass cheeks were out. It was so funny. And this other guy, he took off his pants and his underwear and he was just like naked completely on the bench. And I was spraying him with water so he could like wake up. It was just like. It's so many crazy stuff that goes down here. He's gonna open up a bar in downtown EP.
Okay.
And he's gonna sell this. And I have a feeling that when he sells it, it's gonna be tear down. I have a feeling.
That was pretty crazy how she just brought it up. We just said we were gonna interview. We're just gonna interview about kind of what goes down here and like how long she's worked here. She's worked here for 2 years and things like that. And the first thing instantly and immediately that it went into was the rampant drug use here and some of the weird things that happen here at the Kilby, people laying naked and stuff like that. But if you look to the left and the right side of the Kilby, and you'll see there's businesses, professional businesses on both sides. This is kind of a central point in town that everybody drives through. So having this type of stain really on the community is kind of a big deal. And I'm glad that she was able to bring that up, and hopefully we get to talk to her later a little bit more about that and get that all taken care of. So that's pretty cool.
There are numerous businesses in the surrounding area. This motel is located right in the middle of our beautiful town. Across the way is my personal business, which has been vandalized numerous times from homeless people, drug addicts. This is a problem. We need to get to the bottom of this. Here in the daytime, it doesn't look like there's not much going on. We're going to walk around the property and see if we can see anybody out and about, see if anybody wants to talk to us. So as you can see right now, there's not a lot of activity going on. We're still going to see if we can find anybody. I know we're going to come back later and see if there's more activity tonight. We really just want to see mental health, if it plays a role in the drug use, if the drug use plays a role in the mental health. And the other kind of curious thing that we want to find out is how the people are here are affording what we heard was $40 a day for these rooms. So right now we're going to walk through this alley in the back of the Kilby, and you can see these businesses that are adjacent to it. And we had gotten contact with the lady who had messaged us and wanted us to do an interview about this, on how they were leaving the Kilby, going through this fence, breaking into the adjacent businesses, and kind of running back to the Kilby to kind of their home base safe spot.
There's been some vandalism here since the last time we were here. We came back to get some more still shots, so we're going to see this window is broken here to our right, where the strong chemical smell was coming out of yesterday. And there's some places down here that have been tagged up, so we're going to go check that out.
So there you go, where it's been tagged up, and it wasn't like that one yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So let's turn around, like, so you can see this. All this is completely looking different than it was when we were here at night or the day before. Now you can see this tagged up. There's now a broken window here, and that wasn't here yesterday. So just in the 24 hours since we've been here, there's already been obviously a dramatic change from what we've seen before. So I guess there is this crazy stuff that happens here on a regular basis. It's going to be interesting what management has to say about what they're going to do about that door, if they tell the person to leave or what happens. And then we were here earlier, and we've been seeing people go in and out. We've actually been seeing people leave directly from here and go across the street into the business complexes and just be walking around. So definitely that overflow from here. Let's go over there. I jumped. What the hell was that?
A door?
First of all, just for everybody on the camera, let's make sure we put this in. This place is sketch as shit. This has been a crazy, crazy documentary. Probably the craziest one we've ever done so far. So yeah, I'm a little on edge. I'm a little jumpy. Especially if you saw the stuff that we saw earlier here. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, let's keep walking around. Hopefully, I really want someone to come out and talk to us that's lived here and lived through the process and see what they feel about it. But guess not. We'll see. This is nuts. This has been a crazy place. Hella edgy about being at this place. I mean, we were just here 30 minutes ago and there was like 7, 8 people here outside. There was cars coming in and out, so we came to grab the camera equipment and come out here, and then now it's just nothing. It's just a interesting place. And hopefully Coffee found her dog. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. As if Coffee ever found her dog.
Could have been code word.
Yeah. Well, when that person came up to us when we were recording last time and motioned to the manager that she couldn't talk, and remember she had to go get her a piece of paper and everything. Well, today when we were doing the interview with the counselor here, there was a person standing behind us the whole time watching this film, and then when we were done, I asked him, hey, how he was doing and stuff like that, and see if I could get an interview with him. And he motioned that he couldn't speak and couldn't hear. He was like, I don't know. And then he walked away. We had a chance to talk with the owner of Drop-In Counseling, which is located centrally here at the Kilby Motel, to talk about some of the other mental health issues that are plaguing this small community. So what do you think the biggest part of the homeless and the mental health issue in this town are there plenty of resources for that in Las Cruces?
I would say Las Cruces as a community is real supportive of the homeless, because we've got a real valuable resource here called the Community of Hope. I don't know if you've heard about them, but they do a lot to house the homeless, and we have a lot of resources on the campus, including mental health providers like myself.
Okay. Now, as far as just strictly the Kilby is concerned, would you say more of the residents here that stay here are homeless, or would you say there's more of a mental illness or a drug issue, or a little bit of all?
I think it's a combination of everything. You got some like long-term disability people that would be homeless without the motel and the rates he provides. You've got people that are a step away from the street. You got people that probably have addictions issues. So it's probably a combination of all, I would say.
Now, we talked about the pricing. What kind of threw me off the other day when talking with the manager and stuff here is that it's $40 a night here, isn't it? Isn't that kind of more expensive? How is a homeless person or a mentally disabled person that's in this situation with one foot out the door, how are they affording $40 a day?
Well, I've known people that can panhandle and can make their monthly rent doing that.
Really? Now, we've heard some crazy stories from the management and the owner here. And you've been here for a couple of years now, right?
No, I've been here for probably since 2013.
Oh, 2013. In Las Cruces or here at the Kilby?
Here at the Kilby. Probably 2014 I started the office. Probably 2014 I think I started it.
So 7 years now?
Yeah, but I started my own practice probably starting the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018.
Now, do you ever get kind of worried about your living situation with some of the things that have happened? We heard someone just got shot here about a month ago.
We've seen some of the craziness that happens here at night. How do you feel comfortably about that? And helping these people out?
It's been scary a few times, yeah. But I like to be here because this is where I can best serve people if I'm on site, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, have you found it difficult being a healthcare provider? Because we've talked to some other healthcare providers, and during this COVID-19 pandemic, dealing with the state and having their cases paid for and dealing with the paperwork since they have limited staff with the state, has it been more difficult for you to take care of patients not getting the resources and then also not getting paid for what you do for them?
Oh, I get paid, but we find a lot of difficulty with a lot of policing agencies not thinking we can see that many people or we have that much flow. They don't believe us.
So like your local law enforcement gives you a hard time with how many people you work with? Is there a limit because of COVID?
No, not local law enforcement, just
okay.
other ones that I'd rather not name because it's kind of private.
Okay.
And I don't want to get into all that.
Well, we appreciate all your service to the community. I know the community appreciates it. Thank you so much for taking this time.
My clients appreciate it.
So we can see there's a lot more activity today since it's a little warmer. That was one of the counselors we've been trying to talk to, and she said other services were getting involved. But when we talked to the manager, we're going to see in the documentary, I guess the IRS was involved, claiming that she was doing Medicaid fraud. So she didn't really want to talk about that, which is fine, but the other person did. And so there's just a lot more activity, a lot more movement today. While we were doing that conversation, a lot more people going in and out. So we might have to come back later to get some more roll footage. But that was kind of interesting just to see from a counselor standpoint that's been staying here for 7 years and to see everything that's going on. You would know that these people would feel more comfortable talking to someone like her than someone like us or a law enforcement agent. But yeah, it just still keeps getting pretty interesting here at the Kilby, this little environment that they have where they have their own healthcare services and stuff here. So that's pretty amazing. Do you mind if we talk to you? Do you stay here?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So how long did you stay here at the Kilby for?
I stayed 4 months this time and about 2 months last time. It was the beginning of the year.
So this last time you've been here for 4 months recently? So were you here when some of the crazy stuff went down, like there was a shooting here and things like that?
Yeah, I was right there actually. And I saw the gun. I couldn't see where they're standing or anything. But it's just like a black tiny little black gun.
Oh, so you were outside when it happened?
I was in my room and I could see through it. So the door was open.
Did you know the people at all?
No.
So is there the 4 months that you've been here, is there a lot of crazy things that have happened? How's your stay been?
I get around a lot. I usually just use it as like a front and then go around and get some change and get the smoke out.
How do you feel about the $40 a day thing? Is that kind of expensive?
What's that?
The $40 a day to stay here. Is it expensive?
Oh, yeah, well, that doesn't seem much.
Yeah? How much do you have to pay to stay here?
$500.
Oh, for the month?
Yeah, for that.
Oh, yeah, so if it's a day, it's 40. And what is it that you do here for a living?
Nothing. Just simply hire people for that. And keep them in there.
Yeah.
It's not a very easy place to get used to.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because they might be doing something and someone will do that to you all the time. Well, they don't. What are you talking about?
So is there a lot of drug activity that goes on in here?
I think so.
Yeah, is it hard to stay away from that stuff?
Well, let's see. If it's new to you, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we'll let you get back to what you were doing. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
That was interesting. Definitely on something. Wasn't able to keep a straight thought and stuff like that. So that was interesting. Well, nice to talk to someone and find out the stuff here. The counselor's over here talking with someone else as well. But it's just crazy how much foot traffic in and out comes out of here when we're recording this. The people that have walked by and just in and out. And then also trying to figure out probably what we were doing as well. That's the same person that's walked by every interview that we've done. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Well, here's the door that was open. It's been open for 2 days for the chemical smell and stuff like that. Yeah, again, just back to being an interesting place. We're going to go get some interviews with some of the business owners that are adjacent to this place and kind of talk to them, see more what they think about it, and see how this place runs and operates. So you can see this guy, if you're going to turn to your right, he's coming back to see what we're doing again. And now he's going up to all the doors, and he's been knocking on the doors, checking to see why we're going to be here. Not that it's a big deal or anything. It's just kind of worried because now, I mean, definitely it's on notice that we're here. Everybody probably wondering why we're here, whether we're probably cops or things like that. But I don't know what cops is pull up and start interviewing people about their stay here. So you can tell everybody is a little bit weary, a little bit about it. So it's just pretty interesting. This little tight-knit community and what goes on here. So you definitely keep this filming for sure. Yeah.
Armando?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing a documentary about the hotels. Oh no, we've already talked to him. We've already talked to the manager and stuff too. Do you mind if we talk to you, sir? So definitely, now people are starting to get a little bit round up. What is it called? How come I can't talk? Riled up. Now people are definitely starting to get a little riled up about why we're here. Now that the counselor drives out, she'll probably tell us something because people are going up to her, asking her what's going on and stuff as well. So now he's waving her down, talking to her. And
couldn't even understand what he was saying, man.
Yeah, he was the one that said he couldn't talk. Well, he might not be able to. It was difficult to understand. Now he's going up to another person talking, and just a lot of crazy activity. It's like we just stepped on an anthill. We just kicked the anthill over, and now everybody's kind of coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, at least we got to talk to one person about it. Hopefully we'll get to talk to some more. But now I guess the main thing is moving on to the business owner. So you can see from these last couple shots and this last stuff that we've been doing, the business owners obviously have a reason for concern of what's going on. Not trying to profile, I'm not trying to typecast or anything like that. But there's got to be a way that these people are paying, and the way these people are living and functioning. And so I think that, the business owners, we'll talk to the business owners and get their first-hand view. They have camera and video of them actually doing all this stuff and running back over to the Kilby, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Yeah, it's its own little environment, its own little ecosystem, its own little thing that happens here. And we definitely disturb the animal. So, good job. Been to this one in particular? We're doing this one right now. Yes, sir.
Well, I want to paint your sign, but I can't ever text the guy.
Oh, paint the sign? Give him
I want to redo your sign, but I can't ever text him.
Have you stayed here?
I have. I've stayed there.
Yeah? Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Well, my experience with the Kilby's been fine.
Fantastic.
And this one I got standing here, I hear bad things about it because
well, that doesn't say anything about the management.
No,
there's just drug activity.
I guess I'm hearing his name, but he has another couple of businesses, so he's a pretty busy man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So just someone that stayed there. We've seen him around downtown here in Las Cruces. And so, that was pretty cool. Said he stayed here. The Catholic ministries down here helped him get a place. So that talks about the city being the homeless situation, that they got stranded here and they were able to go to someone local and have them help them out to put a roof over their head. So that is actually a good thing. So that's a good thing that came out of this. Right now, there's a lot of activity going. I think we should probably just head back over there and see, right? Everybody that just walked by when we were doing that, is actually came from here earlier, from the Kilby. They all walked out when we were here earlier.
So we're going to be coming back later tonight. Hopefully there's a lot more activity from what we've seen driving by and things like that. And we also have an interview with the manager of this establishment that's going to be coming back and talking to us about some of the things that happened over here.